Good morning, everyone. Joe Salazar here with Remax here to give you another market update, this time for the month of February. Let's get started. So, big homes, you're going to see a lot of these styles of homes have gone up in value from January, except for townhomes. We'll look into that. So the big homes, the average list price for the 4-bedroom, 2-car garage homes are $972. The average sale price $945. The average days on the market in January was 45. Now we're looking at 37. So the spring market is starting to happen a little bit earlier. So there's a little bit shorter days on the market for these big homes. You still can get a good percentage, a good chunk of money off of the asking price, the average being around 27,000. Let's look at the last 4 months, 971, down to 943, down to 895 in January, and then up to 945 with 71 sales. So a big jump from January. So that's good. I'm expecting March to be a little bit better. Let's go to the small single homes with 3 bedrooms, 1-car garage. 695 is the asking price. 681 is the average sale price. 31 days on the market, really good compared to 50 in January. So there's buyers out there. And look, you can get a small single home for $560,000. So deals are out there, but look, the days on the market, only 6. So when you see them on the market at that price, you got to jump on it ASAP. A little bit of a discount, not much for the small single home, so not much room for negotiations, only $14,000 off of the asking price. The last 4 months, 698, 669, 674, and then up to 681. Really good for the small single homes, 24 sales compared to January. Again, I foresee this going up a little bit in March. Let's go to townhomes. Townhomes is actually on downtrend, probably because they're the main home of quite a few of these on the market. So your buyers are competing, sellers are competing for the buyer. 613 is the average asking price, 605 the asking sale price. 41 days on the market in January, 31 days in February. Really good actually for February. Look at so 490, you can get a townhouse for $490,000. But again, when they come on the market at that price, you have to ask fast. 1 day on the market, which means some of these are that probably buyer coming in with no conditions for that, in order for that to happen, or jumping on it with a great offer. The average list to sell price ratio is $8,000, meaning there's not much room for negotiations on these townhomes. The last 4 months, 605 down to 602, up to 610, down to 605. 100 sales, which is really good for February. And I see this number going up in March. Let's go to bungalows with 3 bedrooms minimum. Actually, that should read 2 bedrooms minimum. I think I did 2 bedrooms minimum. 796 is the average list price. $780,000 is the average sale price. Again, look, you can get a bungalow for $500,000 on the market of 490. Someone came in with an offer, maybe 2 offers, and the highest offer was 500,000, and they got it 1 day on the market. So it's doable. Last month was 54 days in the market. This month, 30. Really good. $16,000 you can get off of a bungalow on average. The last 4 months, 794 up to 806, down to 725, up to 780. 55 sales in February. It was really good for bungalows. Let's look into the condos. Any size, any style. 431 is the average list price. 421 average sale price. Not much room for negotiations again on the condos. 55 days on the market was January. 66 was January, 55 in February. So things are selling a little bit quicker. Look, you can get this condo here for $200,000. Again, 2 days on the market. So when they come in at that price, you have to act fast. Let's go back 5 months, 6 months, 426 up to 438, steady at 438, down to 423, down to 386 in January, then up to 421 in February. 210 sales was really good for February. So condos are doing well. So let's look at the investment properties, duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes in all of Ottawa. 1,032,000 is the average list price. 973,000 is the average sale price. 75 days on the market compared to 96 in January. Again, January, people, if they don't need to buy, they'll wait. Maybe they're out looking at these homes when the weather is milder outside. You're looking at $59,000 on average off of a list price for these investment properties. Let's go back 5 months. In October, it was at 892, the average, up to 1,000,006, up to 1,000,007 in December, and down to 889 in January, and then up to 928 in February with 14 sales. So not too bad for the investment properties. Buyers are a little squeamish on the interest rates because the interest rates are a little bit higher if you're going to just rent them out, these properties, and not live in them. Let's look at the interest rates. So January, for the owner occupied properties, 384. Now you can go for 379 is the lowest you can get nowadays. If it's an investment property and you're going to rent it out, January was 424, up to 444 in February. So a little bit higher. If you're a TD Bank customer, 475. So buyers might be looking at that as a deterrent for them. But that's what it is when it's an investment property. I also included some information here about what's going on the market. You can pause this video and read it at your leisure here. It talks about, this is from TD Economics, the economic outlook, the price trends. Prices are projected to decline further in the first half of 2026 before potentially finding a floor and inching into a positive territory late in the year. So what that means is if you do have a property to sell, you might want to sell it before prices go down even further. And at the same time for buyers, now is a good time because you're looking at properties that are going to be a little bit lower than the averages. I'll leave this here for you, and that's it. If you do have any questions about the market, don't hesitate to reach out, and take care. Bye for now.